Brian Marshall of VNet joining us now, talking about holiday shopping safety. Of course, with that AI presence growing stronger and stronger, we always say every week it's harder and harder to know what's real and what's not real.
Yeah, so I wanted, as Black Friday just happened, we had Cyber Monday. When you're out there searching and doing things, like you're getting advertising that's coming to you, and a lot of that advertising looks very real. And now with the advent of AI, it is even more real than it's ever been. So we wanted to sort of go over today, reminding our viewers that you've got to be very careful when you're shopping online. We've got to make sure that where we're going is where we really want to go.
Yeah.
The site is true. We're shopping at reputable places. If the deal's too good to be true, it probably is. Right? That's a good rule of thumb, but it's becoming harder and harder to do.
It is. I think the problem stems from when you're scrolling like Facebook and Instagram and you're seeing advertisements for things. That's where you get tripped up, in my opinion.
You're 100% right. When you're on those sites, you've probably looked for something. So we'll say something ridiculous. Let's say I was looking for a Cabbage Patch doll, right? And we'll go back to the 80s, and that's what I was looking for. So imagine if I was looking for that, and now I'm scrolling online. Well, if you even talk about those things. I've just said Cabbage Patch doll, my phone's nearby. Probably one will come up on my phone when I leave here.
Sure will.
I'm going to suddenly get an ad on my Facebook or my Instagram or whatever that's for that thing I needed. And now, if I'm a bad guy, why wouldn't I give you an ad that's for exactly what you need at a price that you can't resist?
Right.
It's too delicious not to click on, right? So we've got to be very careful falling for those traps. If we're going to shop, we should go to the places that we're used to going to. We'll go to our Amazon, we'll go to our Walmart, we'll go to the websites that we know where they are. Go right to the manufacturer's website, not some third party that's representing that they have it, because they might not even have the product.
That's right. If you think you see something that you like you said, go to the reputable sources, look them up there and see if you can find them there. Be very wary of ordering straight from Facebook or Instagram.
Yeah, that's a dicey place to be. But now we'll add even one more thing. So now if I go to Amazon, they have a new AI bot there that's there to help you. It's pretty awesome. You can ask it questions. I'm looking for something for my 13-year-old niece. What would be a good, and it'll go out and bring lots of things that'll ask you questions about them and really try to craft your experience. Well, that can also fall for bad information. Not information you fed it, but that the greater bad people are feeding it. So just because it gets returned inside Amazon, who you may trust, a lot of people can sell on Amazon. You want to make sure you're still buying from a legitimate manufacturer there, because that tool might give you a false sense of security. You want to be sure you're going to the right place.
Absolutely. And as always, if it looks too good to be true, it is. I mean, you're not going to get a screaming deal on something. There's no such thing as a free lunch.
No, there is no such thing. And especially when it is exactly what you wanted. If you've got exactly what you wanted for a price that you couldn't find anywhere else, you either got super lucky, you're probably not that lucky, you're probably getting taken advantage of.
I like the videos of people thinking that they're buying, like for instance, some kind of huge, door frame decoration, and then it turns out that it's like a plastic laminate thing. It's like, it can be so deceiving. You really have to take your time, and you really have to look and read and make sure you clearly understand who you're buying from and what you're getting.
Yes, you don't want the armoire that's only 4 inches tall.
No,
right?
exactly.
Unless you've got a dollhouse that you're trying to furbish. Otherwise, you don't want to do that. So make sure you keep your good passwords. Make sure you're not sharing them. Be sure that you are, you're being just mindful of the purchases you're making.
Yeah, and have fun out there shopping, but just do it safely and smartly. We're here every other week to help you do it smartly.
Thanks,
Brian.